Hi, this is Chris Ball from Mashpee TV with another Mashpee update. Today with me I have Stephanie Viva. Stephanie wears about 47 and a half hats.
Thank you.
She's on the board of directors of our Boys and Girls Club, of the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce. She is founder and Lemonade Radio, and she does Stephanie in the Morning Show. She's an adjunct professor of media at Cape Cod College, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But today she is here, and I've invited her here to talk about the Mashpee Farmers Market. She's the director of that. She started it up. I went there this weekend on Sunday, had a great time, a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot of kids, a lot of dogs. There were fabulous wings off the barbecue there. Was a really great time. And I asked Stephanie to come in and tell us about it, tell us when it's going to run, how it's going to go, and how long, and what the plan is. So Stephanie, take it from here. Thanks for coming in, and tell us about the farmers market.
I'm so appreciative of you having me here, Chris. This community has really needed this gathering space for a long time. I've been a Mashpee resident for 25 years. My husband's born and raised in Falmouth. We live 1 whole mile from the border, to ease his mind. And our kids are in the Mashpee school systems. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. Mashpee does not have a farmer's market. And I started doing these Sundays meetups at Knockabout. And it was at the brewery where Pete and Meg Murner, our local owners, asked me to come in and host my show at the brewery and just talk and invite our community members to come in and have an informal chat over a beer about what's going on in their space, and whether it was a book author or whether it was a fundraiser, Boys and Girls Club, the Children's Museum, somebody doing something in our community, to just comfortably come in, have a chat over a beer in no sweat situation. And we would talk to our community members every single week. So we did this for about a year. And while we were doing this, we were assembling this just amazing group of makers, artists, people doing stuff in our community that sometimes doesn't get the flair that it gets other places. And we said, you know what we really need is a place where people can eat and gather. And Pete and Meg took over the beer garden in Mashpee Commons and gave us the space and said, Stephanie, you've done a great job of kind of gathering this community. I was in terrestrial radio for 25 years before pandemic. So I'm used to doing large scale events and gathering people and really highlighting people doing cool things in our space. So kind of when I was dislocated from that job, I was still doing that job without a paycheck. So we started the Mashpee Farmers Market.
I forgot to mention there's beer and entertainment too.
Which there is no beer at any other farmers market in Massachusetts. It's actually illegal. But since we're
So you're breaking the law.
No, we are a special situation because we're on the land of the brewery. So they have the liquor license. They have the ability to serve beer, which is why you'll see the ropes around our event. It's not to keep you out. It's to keep our liquor license safe for Knockabout. And just step over and come into our space. It's really a community event. And you said dogs and kids, and this is really what we thought of when we were bringing this all together. So in January of this year, I decided, all right, we're gonna full steam ahead with this idea. And we met with the Commons, and we met with all of the people involved. I went to a chamber meeting and I said, look, Julie, I'm gonna need your help. How are we gonna do this so that we're inviting people into our space? So another way that our farmers market is unique in Mashpee is that every one of our vendors has a mini Mashpee Chamber membership. So they are invested in our community and being a part here. So they get highlighted with the chamber for their small businesses, their small restaurants, their small whatever it is that they're doing, their crafts, their pottery, their books. They're a part of our community. So it's not just we're having vendors come and showcase their wares and then they leave. And I promised the Mashpee Commons that there would not be a yard sale on their front lawn. I promised them that this would be a true community event. So we start the event every single Sunday. It's every Sunday. It runs through October 13th with a form of wellness. So it's different studios doing yoga, meditation, nutrition, some sort of healthy physical situation that's free, accessible to everyone. All are welcome to come and participate in this. It's our quiet shopping time. So it's our non-sensory time. We're being respectful of our neighbors who are at church, the library area, which they've been so gracious to allow us to use their parking lot. I know there are other farmers markets on the Cape that have a real problem with parking, and we do not have that problem because we have that space available to us because they're not open. And we just offer this free wellness for everyone to come and be a part of it. Move around with your kids, move around with your dog, bring your senior parent out for a little bit and have them walk on the grass and have this open space to just be outside and gather. So that's been really incredible for that first hour. Plus people with sensory issues can come and shop and don't have to deal with the music and the loudness and the crazy that it kind of gets throughout the day. Yeah, you came at holy heck high time where we had music going on and we had very big personality vendors.
You also had face painting for kids. I saw kids hula hooping.
Isn't it nice?
One of the stands was mermaid hair, if I remember correctly. So there was, a lot going on.
We pack a lot for the families and the kids to do, but also at various price points. So there's not a situation where your kid is going to feel less than because they don't have something. Lauren from Oplasis, who is a person that I did E4All with, which is an entrepreneurship group that gives money to small businesses. So we met in this group and we both have the same mission of making fun accessible for all people. And Lauren comes every Sunday, doesn't charge us anything, and paints faces. She accepts donations if you'd like to make them for her, but her big thing is she doesn't want to see a kid not being able to afford something because mom and dad can't afford it. She wants all of the kids to have their face painted or to be able to play with whatever it is that she brings. It's a parachute, it's ribbons,
That's
it's
great. That's
bubbles. Great. Yeah, it's just a form of entertainment for them to just be kids and to forget that for a day.
And I also saw you broadcasting, I assume, live.
Yeah.
From there, telling people what was going on.
So we've got our digital radio station in which we invite our community members to come on, much like you do here at Mashpee TV, which I think is wonderful. And we let them host a morning show with us. I do it with the college kids at 4Cs and WKKL, where they can come and have a real morning show and learn the inner workings of how regular broadcast morning shows operate, what we're going to talk about, what the news of the day is.
So if somebody wants to listen, how do they listen?
They can just go to lemonadio.com. They can download our app. We're in the app stores. Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio. Will pop up if you enable the skill. We also have a Roku TV channel. So that's just audio, not video. All the video lives here at Mashpee TV.
All right, I think you mentioned to me that, mid-October, you're finishing up, but you talked about something about Christmas.
Yeah. So that's where this vision started of, okay, we could do this for real and actually feed people. So we did 4 Christmas markets last year. And I had this vision of a German Christmas market because we don't have this in Mashpee. We've got our fabulous parade that the Chamber does a great job with, Mashpee TV covers, and you do a spectacular job. It's one of the only parades that's at night, so it's really, really fun. If you've not seen it or been involved in it, definitely do so because it's really cool. It definitely makes Mashpee Mashpee. And we were doing this thing during the day, and for us, Sundays are family days. I feel like it's a slower day. We've got people that are doing their grocery shopping for the week or church days, or maybe it's the one time that they've got visitation with their kids, or maybe they're going to go and visit their grandparents. However Sunday is to us, I feel like it's such an accessible day to do family activities. And that was one of the pain points that we saw was a lot of farmers markets are Tuesdays at 2 p.m. or Wednesdays here and there. It's not really a situation. I had a great conversation with a woman named Susan that came to our market on Sunday, and she said, I really wish that there was more available like this. And I love this Sunday market because I can just sit in the woods and watch a little entertainment and be out and feel like I've done something for the day when all I've done is take a walk in the woods and sat and listened to a little bit of music. It's really connecting people. So it started at our Christmas market.
Well, there was definitely a lot of families there on Sunday that I saw, and like I said, people seemed to be enjoying having fun. There was a lot of different crafts. There was fish from Chatham. There was 3 or 4 strictly vegetable stands. There were baking stands. There was a lot. But I also got this cup the other day, and because I was working, I stuck to the lemonade.
There you go.
You want to tell us about this cup?
Yeah, so we teamed up as we were compiling our market. We really spent a lot of time in things that we wanted to do, and one of which we really wanted to address some sustainability. Those plastic cups tend to add up, and if you're coming every single week, that's a lot of plastic cups. So we're working on some recycling initiatives, and I reached out to Adam over at Take Care Cape Cod. And I said, I really want to have a sustainability factor into our market, and rinse, reduce, reuse is our slogan. So with your purchase of your cup, you can get free lemonade refills. So you can bring that back to each of our markets and get a free lemonade. You can bring it back and have a reduced price for a beer refill, and you get 3 more ounces of beer. So it's really to lessen our plastics, and also to have a little souvenir, to have a little something. Plus, it keeps everything much colder, I'm telling you.
So I can go back next week and get
a free lemonade.
In this cup?
In that cup?
I'm hiding this cup.
Don't leave it around, Chris.
Justin will be grabbing that.
Justin, you can get your own and support our farmers market.
Big lemonade thing. The other thing I got the other day was this cool T-shirt.
Yeah, really awesome.
And, established 2024, so like I'm in on the ground floor.
That's it. You're in the start where we started, and that's by a local artist, Dave Sorgman, who's a Cape Cod guy, and he designed our logo for us. And Kaleidoscope, which is a local Cape Cod company, made our shirts.
And what is core cotton?
It is very nice and comfortable.
But it feels like it's almost like organic.
Yeah.
Am I got that right?
That's the feel that we're trying to go with this. We're not trying to be, it's not just a craft market. I know everyone complains, right? Everybody's got an opinion. You're allowed to voice it wherever you are. Mostly it's been a really joyful space, but there's always a question of, I wish there was more food, or I wish there was more of this. And trust me, we are working on it. This is our first year. And farmers grow their planters. They grow for the season. So when we finally got all of our ducks in a row, here's March. Well, seeds have already been purchased, and the plan for their food has already been set out there. So if there's an excess, we get the excess from other farms, but they didn't have time to grow for us. So we're in talks with Band Farm and a couple of other farms that are around, because Mashpee is a food desert. We have Sprout Farm, which is beautiful, but it's one small little farm, and Mashpee is not enough to feed all of us.
Well, I sneak over there every day and get stuff because I live next door.
There you go.
And I've been going there since they were a cart on the road.
And they do a wonderful job, but there's so much planning, there's so much work. And if there's too much rain, then you lose. If there's not enough rain, then you lose. I mean, it's a scary business to be in. When you're growing. So we've not really had that space in Mashpee to be able to have that. And I wanted to just start. You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah. I think you've started out great.
Thank
you. Really have.
I really appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. There was a lot of people. Now, it was a cloudy day, but, we've brought, I think, more people out. But,
yeah.
They could go to Mashpee Commons. This week they could have wandered down to the fair afterwards. Whatever, there was a lot to do.
Yeah.
So, I was impressed. So, and I enjoyed it, and I'll be back. Because
I appreciate it.
Especially if I hide my cup.
Yeah, right? I got to hold on to that thing. And we're continuing with our Christmas markets this year. I went with my family, and we visited 8 different countries in June to see how they do their markets, how they grab their food, and things maybe that we might be missing, to see really the people that have started all of the markets, where it's begun, and how to bridge that space for us here. We've opened ourselves up to anybody that is wanting to show up, whether you're a nonprofit, whether you're a small business and it's unaffordable to you right now. Come, we've got the space, we'll host you.
Stephanie, one thing I don't think we have described in detail, the location.
Yeah.
Unless I missed it, but.
No, 4 Job's Fishing Road in Mashpee. We're across from the library. We're across from Christ the King. We have a giving table there every single week. So if you've got to donate non-perishable items, we'll collect them. We'll bring them over to the food pantry. That does an amazing job and is always looking to branch their situation. You did a really nice piece with them.
Thank you.
About that food pantry. And that's really what we're all working towards in this community, is to bring some more sustainable food ways here.
Well, I think you're doing a great job.
Thank
you very much. You have anything in closing?
In closing, please come and visit us. Dogs, kids, seniors. We have the ability to take your WIC coupons. You can only use those at farmers markets. So please come and take a day out with your family and enjoy the entertainment, the wellness. If you're interested in helping us and support us, we have SNAP benefits, we have our WIC coupons, but we do not have HIP. And HIP is Healthy Initiatives. Massachusetts just got that refunded. However, we're a new market, so we did not qualify for it. So other markets get that fund, we do not. So we're always looking for a corporate match to match what people are doing and make the most of their SNAP dollars. It makes a difference for our seniors that are on fixed incomes. It makes a difference to families. And we would really love to have that offering in Mashpee. So please help us get there.
All right, great. So, folks, if you want to have a great time, check out the Mashpee's Farmers Market, 11 to 3 on Sundays from now till mid-October, across from the library in Christ the King Church. And, support a good cause, have a great time. And Stephanie will be there.
Yeah.
She's hard to miss.
MashpeeFarmersMarket.com.
All right. This is Chris Ball from Mashpee TV, signing off till we see you next time. Thank you.